Hey friends, hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So it has been a hot second since I sat down, and it has been officially 2 months since I had my Mirena implanted birth control removed, and we're going to talk about it. Now, I've already gone over my 1 month off birth control update, which I will leave down below for my Facebook friends and up above for my YouTube friends, and that was an interesting month. It was very interesting. I felt terrible. I thought I was pregnant a couple of times, you know, all that jazz. And to be honest, a lot of things have changed this month. So let's go ahead and get into what happened after 2 months off birth control, if you care. If you don't care, I'm sorry. So it has officially been 2 months since I had my Mirena birth control removed. It's been a little over 2 months. And I've experienced a wide array of things, and the most common thing that I've experienced is weight loss. Yes! Sorry, the dog's freaking out. My bad. I have lost weight. I recently went back to Dr. Vagovic's office, and he was very, very pleased with me because I have officially lost 13 pounds at that doctor's appointment. I have since lost another 2 pounds. So I'm down 15 pounds on my scale, 13 pounds on his scale, and we are super pumped about it because it has taken me a very long time to get back on the weight loss train. I did have great success with keto a couple of years ago and quickly put weight back on. So, you know, would you call it a success? I'm not sure. But I have had some major weight loss for me, because if you are also new here, I also was diagnosed with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. I was diagnosed with that right before I got my birth control removed, and that is a big stinker because it is so hard to lose weight. It is so hard to get pregnant. It is so hard to do a lot of things when you have polycystic ovarian syndrome, but weight loss is like the number one. It is the hardest thing to do ever, and it's because I have tons of cravings. I have sweet cravings a lot, and since getting the birth control removed, they have gone down like almost 100%. I do not crave sweets like I did. That is still holding true, holding strong, and seems to be the case so far. And I've like really noticed a huge difference in my taste buds and like what I'm craving food wise, because it used to be sweets all day long. I could literally eat anything with sugar constantly. Love that for me. And a lot of women with PCOS have a hard time digesting sugar. Typically our insulin levels are a little jacked, so he did prescribe me metformin, not because I am diabetic or that I need it. It is a medication that they give for women with polycystic ovarian syndrome to help them ovulate and to help like your insulin go to the right places, you know, science. I did not take it because quickly after I was diagnosed and given the medication, the FDA decided to put out a little, hey, this could kill ya. So I decided to hold off, and I did talk to my doctor because unfortunately there are people who need to take that medication in order to live. Diabetics need metformin to live. It was kind of like a choice for me to decide whether or not to do metformin, and I decided against it because my number one thing that I wanted to take away with metformin was to lose weight, and I have so far been successful losing weight on my own. And I've been doing intermittent fasting like a lot, and I swear to you it makes such a big difference. Or 1 meal a day, which is like intermittent fasting but you eat once a day, and I can eat a normal dinner and still lose weight. So it's been really great, and not having those sweet cravings creeping in, especially at night, have been wonderful. So that has been the number one thing that I've taken away 2 months off birth control, is I'm going to be a skinny legend. I'm so excited. Not that being chubby, fat, obese, or overweight is a bad thing, but for me to feel better, and I am feeling better, and that was overall what my doctor really wanted for me, was to feel better, and that I am. So yay for that. Good job, Lauren. You did this, sis. You did good. I was very, very excited about that at the doctor's appointment, and we seemed to think the birth control was kind of like messing with me a little bit, which is fun because I was on it for 6 years. So yay, yeah, that's cool. But it did stop me from getting pregnant, which was the whole ultimate goal. So yeah, the whole weight gain thing is fun. It's just a fun topic for me. But another thing that I have noticed, I have very regular periods, which is exciting because we didn't know how that would happen after having an implanted birth control for 6 years. I have since had 3 cycles, and my last cycle, my first real cycle, which was technically the second, was horrendous. take a moment of silence for that one because that was horrendous. I didn't think I could live like that. Like, I legitimately thought about getting on birth control immediately because I was just like, there is no freaking way that I'm going to be able to sustain this once a month. And I forgot what it's like to do this whole thing once a month, and it's not a fun time. But this last go around, it came very regularly. Like, I have a period tracker on my phone. It also tells me when I'm ovulating and stuff like that, so I can avoid getting pregnant, or if I decided I wanted to get pregnant, I could get pregnant. Fun fact, I took a ton of pregnancy tests again this month. I'm gonna stop doing that because it's such a waste of money and I'm not pregnant. I don't know why I think every single time, every month that I'm going to be pregnant for some reason. I don't know why that's a thing. Probably because I know there's nothing there to protect me really from getting pregnant, and it's just, I have been very gung-ho on like wanting a second child, and I still do. I think most days I do, some days I don't. But the thought of getting pregnant is super terrifying still, and I'm actively trying not to right now. So until I get my health under control, you know, Dr. Vagovic was very clear, like 40 pounds. So I'm not there yet. But I will be eventually. I know I will, and that's when I feel it'll be right for me, or when God decides, really, because I have no choice here. I mean, I can prevent, but I really can't decide, so that'll be up to him. But I did take a load of not birth control, oh my gosh, I said it again. I did take a load of pregnancy tests again this month. What a waste of money. John was like, oh, we're doing this every day. Okay, and I wasn't even late. Like, I don't understand why I was doing it. I don't know. I'm still getting used to this whole, you know, PMS thing. PMS this month was not as bad. It actually wasn't bad at all. I wasn't as emotional. I wasn't as anxious. I wasn't hungry, which was like the theme of the month before that. Anxiety was terrible the month before, and it's not as bad this month. So I think we're over the hump. I think I'm going on to the other side of things, and I'm feeling a lot better. I feel more like myself. I feel more clear-headed. My anxiety is a little bit more at bay. It's still not gone. I live with generalized anxiety disorder. I've had it my entire life. It manifests itself in a very weird way. Like, I'm just scared to die. I know that's so crazy because we all die. None of us get out of here alive. So I should really start telling myself that, but then again, I'd get anxious. So living with generalized anxiety is a stinker, but it can be amplified when hormones are involved. Something that happened that was super triggering this month is I went to go get my hair done, and if you have not seen that video, it was a complete disaster. And I have since learned that hormones can affect your hair, and I think it did because my hair turned orange when I was trying to go blonde, and that was fine. We don't know if it was the products that I was using. Here's your cornflakes. Now give me my sweepstakes. We don't know if it was the products I was using, if it was hormone changes or what, but yes, that was fine. And I've read a lot of your comments and a lot of like articles, because that's what I do when something happens. I research until, you know, Google gives me a panic attack, and it looked like it might have been a hormone thing, so that's fun. So I will be brunette forever, until really for a long time. My hair has some recovering to do. I have some recovering to do because it was just overall traumatic. I think my stylist has some recovering to do because wow. So that was a thing. I think my skin is dry, more dry than it's ever been coming off birth control. Could be the weather. There's so many things that I've now attributed. I like keep all my symptoms on my period tracker just so that I can like really see how I'm feeling and navigating like each time of the month, more so I can prepare myself. So I have experienced headaches and some slight nausea. The first month was really bad. This month was not. And overall, I'm feeling so much better without that thing inside my uterus. I haven't said uterus out loud. That's an interesting word. I feel a lot better. I feel way more like myself. I feel more motivated. I'm feeling like I'm getting way more done. I don't feel as heavy or bloated or uncomfortable, or just, I don't know. I feel like my body is doing what it's supposed to be doing. And I think birth control is great. I really, really do. Birth control is great if you're trying to prevent pregnancy, if you just had a child and you really are trying to keep yourself safe. I had never been on birth control prior to having a child. After I had Ella, I was immediately, after my 6-week clearance and everything, I was put on birth control. Had the Mirena implanted. So, I never really had time for my body to like adjust after being pregnant. It went from being pregnant to being on hormonal birth control. So I don't really know what it's like after these last 7, almost 8 years to feel like myself. And I feel like I'm kind of finding old Lauren. Like old, not as anxious, but still anxious, not as hungry, but still hungry. Lauren, I feel happier, I feel lighter, I just feel more clear headed. And if that's helping you in any way, this is why I share this information with you, because like I said, I am a searcher, I am a Google search and search engine, everything, YouTube, everything. And these are things that I am searching. So if you are looking for information on what it's like to come off of hormonal birth control after 6+ years, I was on it for more than 6 years, and I'm feeling so much better, so much better. And that's not to say that it doesn't work great for people, because there's people who have absolutely no side effects and it's great. There's people who've had horrific experiences with it. That's with anything. I've learned it can go either way for anyone. But for me, it wasn't a totally negative experience having birth control. Other than the like obsessive eating of sweets and like weight gain and, you know, anxiety, all that stuff. But overall, I'll never truly know what all of that is stemming from, whether it's a me thing or whether it was like the hormones or whatever. But I am feeling so much better, so much better. And I hope, I pray I continue to feel this way, and that I keep, you know, actively trying to feel my best, and that is with healthy eating, exercise, you know, really letting my body just do what it's meant to do. I'm trying to take less medications, any kind of medication. I'm just trying to like let my body just get back to where it started, back to where it wants to be. And I'm feeling overall really great. I hope this kind of helps you guys. I hope if you have an experience with birth control, or if you're, you know, had just gotten it out or you're about to get it out, just know that it's really not that bad. The first month was kind of rough, but overall I had way more good days than I had bad days, and that's with life in general. And I'm feeling overall just amazing. I feel so good. I don't know if you can tell, but I feel really good. And I hope this helps in some kind of way. So let me know down below, what is your experience with birth control? Did you have the Mirena? Did you have it out? Do you love it? Do you hate it? What's the deal? You tell me about your experience, and we will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. Bye, friends.